India and Bangladesh are neighbors, sharing not just a geographical boundary but also a deep-rooted connection that spans centuries. They share a long border and a common history, intertwined with cultural, social, and political threads. Both nations were once part of British India, a period that significantly shaped their modern identities. In 1947, they gained independence from British rule, marking the end of a long struggle for freedom. Bangladesh, then known as East Pakistan, later became independent in 1971, following a brutal and devastating war. This was after a war with Pakistan, which resulted in the birth of a new nation. The idea of Gazwa Tul Hind is sometimes mentioned when talking about India-Bangladesh relations, adding a layer of complexity. Gazwa Tul Hind means holy war for India, a concept that has historical and religious connotations. Some extremist groups use this term to justify their actions and beliefs. They believe it is their duty to establish Islamic rule in India, a notion that is highly controversial. This idea is controversial and not accepted by most Muslims who advocate for peace and coexistence. India and Bangladesh have strong cultural ties, celebrating festivals and traditions that reflect their shared heritage. They share languages, traditions, and history, creating a bond that transcends borders. However, their relationship has also seen challenges, including political tensions and border disputes. These include border disputes and political differences, which sometimes strain their otherwise strong ties. The concept of Gazwa Tul Hind is rooted in the past, drawing from ancient Islamic traditions and historical narratives. It is important to note that this idea is not part of mainstream Islamic thought, and it remains a topic of debate among scholars. Some interpret ancient texts to predict a final battle in India, a notion that has intrigued and puzzled historians for centuries. This battle, they believe, will establish Islamic rule, a vision that has been romanticized in various historical accounts. However, these interpretations are disputed by many scholars, who argue that the texts are often misread or taken out of context. They argue that such interpretations are taken out of context, emphasizing the need for a more nuanced understanding of these texts. They emphasize the peaceful nature of Islam, which promotes harmony and coexistence among different communities. They say that Islam promotes tolerance and understanding, values that are essential in today's diverse world. The misuse of religious ideas for political gain is dangerous, leading to conflict and misunderstanding. It is important to separate extremist views from the teachings of Islam, which are fundamentally about peace and compassion. Dialogue and understanding are crucial to counter such narratives, fostering a world where different faiths can coexist peacefully. The 1971 war was a defining moment for both India and Bangladesh, marking a significant shift in the geopolitical landscape of South Asia. East Pakistan, facing severe oppression and discrimination from West Pakistan, revolted in a bid for independence and self-determination. Millions of refugees fled to India, seeking safety and shelter from the violence and chaos that engulfed their homeland. In response to the humanitarian crisis and regional instability, India intervened in the war on the side of Bangladesh, providing crucial military support. The war culminated in the decisive defeat of Pakistan, leading to a significant shift in power dynamics in the region. As a result, Bangladesh emerged as an independent nation, celebrating its newfound freedom and sovereignty. However, this victory came at a tremendous cost, with countless lives lost and many families torn apart on both sides of the conflict. The war left behind a legacy of pain, sacrifice, and resilience, shaping the future of both nations. Despite the devastation, India and Bangladesh have built a strong and enduring relationship, rooted in mutual respect and cooperation. India was a key ally in Bangladesh's fight for freedom, providing not only military support but also diplomatic backing on the global stage. This shared history of struggle and triumph has profoundly shaped their diplomatic ties, fostering a partnership that continues to thrive today. Section 4. Modern fault lines, disputes and diplomacy. India and Bangladesh face several challenges in their relationship. Border disputes are a major concern. The long and porous border has led to tensions. Issues like smuggling and illegal migration add to the complexity. The Rohingya crisis is another point of contention. The influx of Rohingya refugees from Myanmar into Bangladesh has strained resources. India's approach to the crisis has differed from Bangladesh's, leading to disagreements. Despite these challenges, both countries have engaged in diplomacy. Joint efforts to combat terrorism and improve trade relations are ongoing. Regular meetings between leaders aim to resolve disputes peacefully. Section 5, Towards a Peaceful Future, Hope and Challenges. The future of India-Bangladesh relations depends on cooperation. Addressing shared challenges like poverty and climate change is crucial. Promoting people-to-people contact can foster understanding. Extremist ideologies like Gazwa Tul Hind pose a threat to peace. It is essential to counter such narratives with education and dialogue. Both governments and civil society have a role to play. India and Bangladesh have a shared destiny. By working together, they can build a brighter future for their people. A future marked by peace, progress, and prosperity.